Oh dear, oh dear.
What happens when you hire 50 Lime bikes and check to see how many of them are fit to ride on the roads of London? For the last few months, I've been looking into Lime bikes, their safety and the quality of their maintenance. Today, I've asked a professional bike mechanic to come along and test 50 of them all in one go. This is what we found out.
First thing is, are the tyres inflated? Give them a pinch, front and rear on the side. They're fine, a little bit low, but not too bad. Second thing, the brakes, not too bad, but it does stop. The back brake much better. Front brake, not so great. Okay. Check the chain moves so you know that you're going to get some activation of the motor. All feels good to me. I'm just going to check everything at the front of the bike's joined together. Yep, that's all good. So that would be kind of like a check you do on your own bike,
right,
effectively. So I can give that a little ride.
This is more like the traditional habitat of the Lime bike.
Got a can of San Miguel in the front.
What are the challenges for someone like Lime in terms of maintaining all these bikes that just live on the streets of London?
Well, they've got a large fleet. It's very disparate. It's going to be in use a lot of the time. And they're probably relying on a lot of contractors to do a lot of the on-the-ground work. So there's always going to be a matter of playing catch-up with the issues. The other half of it is a lot of the issues are going to be self-reported by riders. So it's, to a certain degree, going to be reliant on a person finishing a ride on a bike that's in poor condition and giving an accurate report.
I'm a regular Lime biker. Because I Lime bike every day, I do try to check before I scan. So like sometimes the wheels are gonna bust, or like there isn't like the missing pedal or something like that. So for me, I generally try to check before I kind of scan it. But I would say around 20 to 30% of the time something's wrong. Yeah, but in general, they're pretty good.
I mean, they're absolutely everywhere, the whole of central London. There's just hundreds of them, even within a 5-minute walk. They've completely cornered the market. They are ubiquitous. They are already like part of London life. Right. Real connoisseur's collection. Have a look at this.
Oh dear. Very sad.
That's yours.
Got cracked handlebars, the light hanging off the back. It definitely needs a bit of attention, let's say that. Very, very, very instant lock up on and off. So I'd say this one's a bit risky, frankly. Loose kickstand. So here we go, we got a multi-directional light on the back falling off. Let's move on to this. Very, very low tyre, probably a puncture on that one. This one's got a buckle rear wheel, but it's had a couple of spokes smashed. I'd try to avoid this if this were me.
What's in there?
What appears to be a rather large dog poo in a bag.
Bike seat never stays in the right place. Pedals are a bit all over the place sometimes, but yeah, for the most part, they're decent.
I've had one where the seat, kind of, the seat lock has been broken, so it doesn't stay at a regular height, and then it keeps dropping down.
Cross my fingers, I haven't had one yet. Badly anyway, apart from the seat falling down on me and almost going through my arse.
Oh dear, oh dear. This has been dropped and the bars are damaged.
That's a nasty...
Yeah, that's pretty sharp, isn't it? So these are aluminium, I believe. Why this is important is aluminium doesn't like to bend. Problem is this aluminium will shear if it breaks. The risk is you hit a bump too hard, this might shear off, potentially. Yeah, this is something that I would want this taken out of service, ideally. That's a classic. Can you unlock it? Is it available to hire?
Right, there we go. Let's go off to work. Oh, hang on, what's going on here?
So the whole infrastructure is supported by probably quite a lot of people to keep this business, working profitably. Imagine it's quite a tough job.
Yesterday we take 25 bikes from the lake, and some people take these bikes and crash it.
Yeah.
And they have a program to report this.
Okay.
But they don't do report for the reason to don't pay for this.
They actively break the bikes?
Yeah.
On purpose, to avoid paying for them?
Don't pay.
Yeah, but that's why they do it.
If something crash it, it's not your problem. It's okay, it's us problem.
Yeah.
And we go repair, change the battery, many things,
Yeah.
and make like brand new.
But the problem is that people then treat them badly again.
Family, daddy, father, don't
Yeah.
talk with his children when he was little and say, boy, you need to love another people's, another hard work, and be careful in this. We don't have a love to the other people's. Many people.
So we hired 50 line bikes today. We went across a chunk of inner London. Out of those 50, how many had some sort of problem with them?
Nearly half of them had a problem of sorts. It could be something as basic as a kickstand being loose. It could be broken spokes. But we had others where we had rear lights missing. We had brakes that were binding on. We had sheared handlebars, which I hope somebody would never think to ride in any case, but that they were available to hire means that more needs to be done to get them out of circulation.
So out of the 50, about half had some sort of defect, and then we found about 10%, 5 or 6 of them had really potentially serious issues.
Yeah, I'd say that's about correct. The main issue for me is somebody jumping on a bike that, to all intents and purposes, looks fine to ride. They suddenly hit the brake hard, and they either find it's not working as well as they'd like it to, in the event of trying to avoid a collision, for example, or that it binds on and causes them to skid. So yeah, those are the issues that I would have an issue with.
And is there anything that Lime could actually realistically do about this, or is this just part of a business model that relies on having these bikes living out in the wilds across London and taking all that comes with it?
I mean, they're out in the wild, they're getting used a lot, they are going to get damaged, there's going to be wear and tear, that's a given. I think the main issue is that people need to be reporting things back to Lime more effectively, and Lime needs to be more responsive when they do get a report.
If you're a member of the public, any other form of transport, if you get on it, you'd expect it to be safe and to work. And that's really the question at the heart of it. Should this be the responsibility of the private company that's making millions of pounds renting these bikes out and flooding London with them, or the individual customer who might not be aware of what they should be checking for?